All right. Getting started late on this one. Just went to qualifying. We are at Pocono, the number 6. And, well, Mitch is not here. So, has he joined? No. And we're also missing the 14. Single split. Shouldn't have any weird issues, but this is a whole different type of racing with these compared to what we had at Iowa. There's not a lot of draft, but it is very aero sensitive. Damage is just gonna wipe you out. Holy crap. Okay. I have no laps. I have not done a lap of practice. So I don't know what we can do into the corner. We're gonna find out. It's either gonna be a spin or a wall. Little lift, okay. Kind of just felt the wheel getting tight, lifted off. Is my force feedback is correct. This is the race setup, isn't it? I put the wrong setup in.
Green flag.
Hold on, stop before the line. I'll take the 2X. Oh, that would have been very stupid. I mean, we're still going to run out of time here, but... let's go with this. Alright, what are we down to? 3 minutes. We get 2 laps in. Well, 3 laps in. Just. As long as I don't hit the wall. Or we might be starting in the back. We might still be starting in the back no matter what, but... just needed something to race. This was going off. Uploading ARCA right now. Got a earlier morning tomorrow. And my boss is showing up. So I've got to, yeah, not be a complete mess in the morning like I normally am at 8 o'clock. So, not gonna race late tonight. It always sucks though, Monday racing, having to wait until 7 o'clock to even start. That didn't feel bad. Little weight jacker here. Give it a little bit of skill instead.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Okay, are we going to get one more lap in?
One more lap.
Yes, we will.
52.556.
9th place right now. Let's try a little brake drag. Force it through here. There we go. Oh, God.
You have about 1 lap.
We gotta get through 2. That's where we lost out the most, so... little brake drag, turn in, lots of weight jacker. Still went too easy through it. That corner, I don't know how anyone does it in real life. It's so freaking scary. Good drive, come on. Do we pick up any spots?
Ticket flag.
2. Alright, well. I mean, at least we're close to our number right now. Good. Lots of people have went. Throw that up there. Fuel-wise. Jesus, we're using a lot of fuel per lap. Um, 40 laps. We've got 50 gallons of fuel in it. I think we'll just go with that. Laura outruns us. And yeah, this doesn't look bad. Mitch still not in. Very odd. How was that noise? Hold on. All right. Well, let's do a quick refresh on paints. I'm all backwards on getting stuff set up here. I know that I've probably got everyone's paint schemes, but just want to make sure. So yeah, this place and me do not go together well. I've just never been good at these bigger tracks like Michigan, California, Pocono. Even with these cars where you're essentially flat out. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I struggle. Even at Indy with these, you know, where there's not a whole lot to do.
There's no tire changes allowed during this race. Treat them right and good luck.
We will hopefully manage this well. There's going to be a break in the field, and the people that are behind that little gap are going to start racing each other, start pulling each other back. You know, there's not side drafting, but you can waste a lot of time through the corners. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot about position management.
You'll be lining up on the inside.
A lot about not getting any damage. It's going to be very easy to have someone just get kicked sideways and boom, you got right front damage on the body. And then let's hope that this is not a caution fest. But Indy was a caution fest with 14 cars, so who knows what we'll get. It looks like Scott is starting 12th, so not too bad. Let's double check that we're starting. Holy crap, we are starting plus 10 on the weight tracker. Interesting. That worries me. I mean, we did that lap in qualifying, so we know there's not going to be anything too stupid happening to the car, but yeah, this one he might have set up loose. Or, yeah, you might have it set up looser.
The pace car is off. Green, green, green.
Get a good start. Just gonna hop up in line here. Take it easy, feel it out. See what everyone else is dealing with. Not try to waste too much time fighting for any positions right now. You've already got the break in the pack that happened. they won't be able to catch us. 3 cars behind us are fine, but I think everyone else behind them is definitely going to be too far back. I'd really like Laura to be closer. I don't want to pass her, because that's just going to slow us both down. There we go. She goes a lot quicker through there, and that should catch us up, because they all had to trip over each other for a moment. Alright, we're good. And then I do that. That just helps James stay on us. And yeah, he dropped the 2 people behind him a bit, so we'll see if they can catch up or not. They're 0.5 back from him. But it's kind of seeming like we're all tripping over each other right now. Maybe a pass for the lead already. Moondowski's looking like he wants to get out front. James doesn't get a good run through the corner behind us, and he's now back there with the guys that he was half a second ahead of. But really, as much checking up that's going on, not too big of a deal. The whole pack is together, it looks like. What you can't have is get stuck behind a person who's going to hit the wall. So that's going to slow you down, and it's going to be slowing you down from their front end damage. You got to pass them, so if someone hits the wall, you got to just immediately go. Now see, those 2 started fighting, instantly fall back. James smart enough to get in line, let the 10 and 16 go. Otherwise, they were going to lose us. That's why I'm just sticking here right now. The only time I'll try to pass Laura is if everyone's fighting ahead of her and we can do it without losing position. But these guys are going to start making moves on us. Don't want to, but I'm going to. Got a bit of draft.
Still there. Clear up top.
She backs off. I didn't want to, but I don't want to start going backwards. The 11 got a lot of curbing there.
53.132.
Car feels good right now. Oh, we got some blocking happening. It's gonna be a big check up into 2. Pablo's trying to get in line. So yeah, James is trying not to fall any further. I get what he was doing, just letting those guys go, but he's going to struggle to work his way back up to our fuel tank. Because it looked like he was really quick, but now we're going to start getting into the handling as the tires are heated up, and it's just gaps are going to start forming, and then eventually those gaps are going to be bigger than a second, and then you're not going to have the draft. I mean, right now I'm struggling to even hang right here. I'm very worried the 11's going to wreck it in front of us, so that's a couple of times now that he's gotten very close to looping it on the apron. Lifts off, thankfully. I'm not forcing things, I'm just waiting for little runs, getting there before the turn. Alright. Thing is getting tight.
52.889. You're in fifth.
Top 5 though. There we go. Got a little bit of turn in it. Let's go best lap. Even though it's all draft dependent. I could have made a move there, but it wasn't going to happen. We weren't going to complete it, and it was just going to hurt our run down the front stretch. We'll wait on it. Got the balance of the car though right where I want it, so. Take a tear off. A little wiggle on exit. 11 gets a really good run. I don't think he's going to make a pass.
52.91.
He stays in line. Hopefully he doesn't try to bump draft. That is disaster in this car. Lewandowski's starting to pull away, gap the field. Yeah, we got a caution.
Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Half the 11 car.
Wasn't sure how much Pablo was gonna slow down there. Alright, well, who was in that? Looks like the number 5 was running 16th and is now at the back of the pack. Good run though. I mean, wish we didn't get the caution, but we made up some ground. We got some decent track position. Feel like the car is driving just how I want it to. So, some positives. Doing better than I thought I would. Wayne's set is more... It's a lot different than last time I tried any of his sets. Yeah, so positives. So yeah, quarter of the way done. Just over. Quarter of the way done. 40 laps at Knoxville to 40 laps at Pocono. Hold different distance here. Although this would have been a short race had we stayed green, it's showing that we were going to be 35 minutes. Hopefully we can just go green the rest of the way, but I think now that we got the first caution, everyone's going to get more aggressive here. So, hopefully we get 2 to go here. No reason we shouldn't. We're way overfueled now. Should get 1 to go here.
Is closed.
Mitch has joined the race. Wait, Mitch is on the lead lap? Okay, Mitch has been in the race. Interesting. Wonder if he was in the wreck or if when he joined late he didn't have the right fuel amount. I don't know. We'll see after the race. So yeah, the 4 and the 9, they're not going to just give up the spots. So I have to have a massive run or wait for a mistake. We're more likely to get contact and wreck than getting let by. So it's just Pablo races hard and his ping is terrible, and then the other one is clueless. So we've just gotta be smart, wait for them to have an issue, hopefully not fall back. The bad thing is though that the 9 is constantly sleeping on restarts. So I'm gonna guess that Lewandowski and Derek are going to be in a race of their own by turn 2. But we'll see. Maybe he's learned something that he hasn't fixed in the last however many years I've been racing this car. I mean, he should be able to see the leader from here, but most likely he'll just line up right behind Derek and look at his rear bumper and then go. Bumper bar, I guess I should say. Not that that thing's going to do much of anything when you hit a wall at 200 miles an hour. Okay, 160, 180. I don't even feel like this roll cage would be able to withstand a speedway hit into the wall. People who ran this in real life at the bigger tracks, absolutely crazy. Especially with that much fuel on board. But let's see how this restart goes.
About to go green, stay focused.
I'm going to stay out of line just a little bit because I don't want to get front nose damage. And so I can see the leader.
Post car is off, time to do your job. Green flag,
11
green
couldn't
flag.
see the leader.
1 minute.
Got a bit of an advantage there, but they'll probably be able to suck back up. That was the mistake I needed, but I wasn't close enough, and we don't need to be trying to pass right now when it could be a 5-car breakaway. No matter what, though, it looks like it's going to be a 6 or 7-car breakaway, so we just need to run laps. A little tight. I'm going to give it a second. Let some heat build up in the right rear.
53.989.
Big push. Couldn't do anything there. These two are going to make us definitely lose the front two now. There's nowhere to go. Just back off here, let them sort it out. Neither of them will give up a spot. They'd rather lose 5 seconds than give up 1 spot. Thankfully, the 11 is just riding and didn't try to force anything on us.
53.098.
I don't want to pass them. They're just slow as hell up there. Laura's able to drag us back to her, so that little race for third helped her and the 10 and whoever is behind them. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He is slow as shit now. Lewandowski had a hell of a run through one, it looked like. We're all drafting up, though. I mean, this best lap is going to be massive right now if we don't have to lift off. Pablo was drafting up. I was drafting him. 2/10 quicker, but now he's going to instantly go for the pass again. And then we're going to lose all the time. No, he's actually going to stay behind him. Good. Wait for a big bobble, then you can go. Or wait for someone passing someone ahead of you, and then you can use their draft to help you, because right now it's kind of like the Cup cars in Michigan. Just, if you don't have that draft, you're just dead in the water. Looks like 11th and 12th have wrecked. Unfortunate, again, we're all just sitting here riding. But, yeah, someone probably hit the wall, bounced into someone else. So far, though, the set's good. It's just on the forums. So, name of it. If you go back to when I loaded it, you can see it, or you can see it in the top right corner anytime I'm not in the car. I don't remember what season it was from, but right now it's working well. It's just a little heavy on fuel. About 8 laps. I would say you could drop 5 gallons out of it and be
The road
fine.
is now open.
But again, no laps until Q. So in the Q laps we're looking quick, but maybe green, white, checkered on a long 39 lap race where you're going a little faster at the end. Maybe that starts burning more fuel.
Closed. Pit road is closed.
Wow. Okay, that was a big wreck. There are 4 people out of the race. The 18, 16, 15, and 19. We're going to have something interesting to look at there. Tire heat right now I don't care about. We're really not doing anything to this car. It's more about weight jacker balancing than tire balancing. I can probably go a couple of clicks more on the weight jacker, back towards 0 and then negative, because this is backwards from IndyCar, but we'll wait. We might be late on the adjustment, but I don't want to get a slide out of a corner and then lose all that momentum down the straightaway. It's just a very bad situation when that happens. So, alright, well, we're past halfway. We've lost 4 cars now. Hopeful that we can get the rest of this done, because I hate pacing at these large tracks. So much unnecessary time wasted. And they've shortened these cautions. It used to be an extra lap at some of these places, so it's just, we can drive through people on pit road. Just let us all pit at the same time and 1 to go. You know,
1 lap to green.
if
2
you
minutes,
have to have
0.533.
3 laps worth of damage fixed at Pocono, your race is over with anyways. So let's hope we get another good start. And maybe this time they won't fight for positions ahead of us and we can drop a few people and then fight it out at the end. Although I don't think there's going to be much anyone's going to be able to do at the end of the race either. If we're all in a line, the outside line's going to have a massive advantage. Or the outside line on the straightaway is going to. So, just staying down here, because I want to be able to see the leader. And if I go and Pablo doesn't, I don't want to get front end damage.
Pace car is
gone. Pablo doesn't go. Drag the brakes a little bit.
1 1 minute 57.143.
Try not to bump draft. Stay in line, otherwise we will lose the 3 ahead of us. And just stay in line, see if we can drop everyone behind Laura. And now we're going to waste a bunch of time here on a pass that you can't make. You gotta have the draft in front of you down the straight, or they have to make a big enough mistake. Tight. One more click on the weight jacker. Yeah, we didn't drop 8th place. Thought we might be able to pull away from DL. But it looks like he's going to be able to stay in the draft and then pretty much pull the whole field up with them because they're all spaced out just enough. We pulled a little bit there. If him and the other car start fighting, they're blocking each other on the straightaways, so they're not getting the draft that they need. Yep, they're losing time. Alright, good. Don't know why you would be weaving on the straights when you have draft in front of you. We have a lap car coming up, way off the pace. They go into the pits. Pablo had to check up there. He got really sideways. We don't have any chance of making the pass. We wouldn't have even got to his side, so had we pulled out there, we would have just died off with no draft. Doesn't help us, he's taking that wider line through 3, so that we get all kind of messed up. Don't know why we're going for a pass here, but
still there, hold your line. Still there at the bottom. Clear.
You just have to wait for the opportunity. You can't pass on your own. It's just not going to happen. You got to wait for the draft to be ahead of you. If Derek or someone goes for a pass, if Pablo goes for a pass on the 9, that's when Josh needs to make a pass on me, because then he'll have the draft down the straightaway. But you got to just wait for everything to time up right. Until then, you're just kind of wasting time and risking contact. Pablo has a big slide, but nothing we can do. Just has to sit in line here. Bigger checkup because we were all on each other's tanks. Alright, so 8th and 9th have caught us. Everyone else is out of the race. Well, not out of the race, but they do not have a chance if we don't all die. They're not getting the draft, and looks like they're pretty spread out, and who knows, they might all have damage from whatever happened with that mid-pack wreck. So, closing in, 11 to go this time. We cross the line. Car is getting a little tighter. Let's just remedy that with another click or two and try to think of how we're going to make a pass. Really good run through one there. I finally wasn't fighting tight, but nothing we can do. Give ourselves some space through two. Pablo really messes it up.
Inside. Still inside. Keep high. Clear inside.
We get past. Didn't think he was going to be able to do that, but I did not get a good turn in. But he's not going to be able to do anything here. Might be able to get a 2 for 1. Know why he's not getting back up in line, but we'll give him a bad entrance into 2.
Clear inside.
Stay behind him. My plan is for him and Pablo to get side by side through 1, and then we'll try to cut down out of 1, go 3 wide down the short chute, and get 2 spots. Highly doubt that will happen, but I've worked it out in my head. That's how we're going to do it. Loosen the car up a bit more. They've got some contact. We got some draft, so we will go.
Still there.
Waiting for that mistake.
Clear.
I'm getting too tight through 2. I'm throwing some weight jacker at it now.
52.799. You're back in 5th.
Pablo once again has a bad corner and is all over. We can't go anywhere with it. Could have maybe snuck in there, but didn't have the gap.
Inside, 52.739. Keep high, clear inside.
Alright. Pablo's been terrible off of 1. We get loose there. Everyone's going to have a really big run into 2. We're all sucking up onto the back of 2nd here.
road. There is a car on the high side. Still there.
Got loose. Can't get it done. But we're gonna get some help, maybe?
There is a car on the high side. 52.974. Clear.
Gotta try something right now.
Outside.
That's not something.
Clear.
He could have easily went to the inside of us there with as bad as we fell off with that slide, but alright, we tried it, didn't work. Reset, wait for another mistake. I think Josh is actually trying to get a run on us. It's kind of opened up a gap behind us. Maybe trying to time it up to be flying out of the corner. We gotta have Derek do a move. Like, we gotta be able to get that draft in the lower line for anything to work. But trying to get our run timed up for when he actually does a run, but he can't really do a run because he's never going to have any draft in front of him, so it's kind of... Well, I guess first two will be even, though, since Lewandowski obviously won't have draft, so that was a stupid comment. Alright, it's kicking off.
Car inside. Clear.
And here's my 3-wide plan. Nope.
Inside. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Say hi. Say hi.
Trying to go fast. But I also know that the 9 is going to run into us, so...
Say hi, there's a car on the low side.
We survived it. We've got draft.
Clear.
Woo!
3.039. You're now in third.
Alright. Can we just throw the checkered? I'm fine with the checkered flag right now. Good. Pablo and the 9 are racing side by side and losing touch. Wasn't expecting him to check up there or whatever that was. Back off, go fourth. So side by side is not going to help our situation. Just get in line, let's pull away from that group. We can all fight it out on the last lap. I think Derek's building up a run. He's either getting really tight or trying to build up a run. Now, there is a lap car coming up that might give Lewandowski some draft down one straightaway. Some contact behind, hopefully not a caution. Let's get to the white flag. Get this race over with.
White flag this time.
Lap car gets out of the way. Josh is not really in position to do anything, but if these two get side by side, who knows? I'm glad I didn't try my 3 wide out at 1. That was the top side was the better decision.
The car inside.
Alright, well, we're going for third because we're not going to be able to get second,
The car on the
so...
low side. Still there.
Loosen it up a ton through 3. Hopefully make the high side work.
Clear. Inside. Clear inside.
And we didn't. He was just better than us. Why is he...
Inside. Still there. Inside. Clear inside.
Why did he give us the spot?
There's the flag.
Why did he
It's
do
over.
that? That
Great
was
job. You did really well.
unnecessary. There was, like, we never had any issues. I'm confused. Okay, well, we got 4th. We didn't deserve 3rd. We tried to make that work, but we were not slow, or we were not fast enough on the outside there. So, why did he give us that spot? Did he... Did he get a cutting? There's no way you get a cutting there. 96.90. Was very unnecessary. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he cut the corner, but he, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that, he didn't need to give me that spot. Alright, where did Scott finish? Sorry, I hate doing all the talking right here, but Scott, well, finishes essentially last, but am I looking at the right Scott? No. Yeah. Okay. Oops, he's gone. Just missed him. Alright, let's go look at Rex. Sorry about that. So, Mitch. What are you doing, Mitch? Mitch, you are on your own on lap 4. No one's around you. This is impressive. I mean, that's checking out on a very boring track when you're all by yourself and miss the start. So then he gives himself a bit of damage. Now, what do we got here? I think there was some prediction code. Alright, no, there wasn't. So I thought maybe the 5 got into the back of the 19, but what happened was 15 started getting loose. I don't know how everyone's so loose. 19 checked up, but makes contact with 15, which then contact with the 5. Front end's damaged. He keeps it out of the wall, so all the corners are fine, but front end's dead. That's not going to be a fun race. Now, there's a guy that we forgot about completely. James. Dropped back at the start, let a few people go, and then he just never was able to make that back up. So what do we got here? Who are we going to blame here? All right, we're blaming the 18. 18's turning down out of the corner, hooks the 16. They go into the wall, big old flip, and then 15's not looking ahead, still full throttle, gets into the 13, then runs into the 18 and over the fence, almost over the fence. Holy crap, a whole lot of people in this one. Let's just take a look. We'll watch from Scott's car, behind his car. And we got some guy down on the apron, which I would have been looking at. Scott gets checked up, and oh, he nearly got killed. Scott needs to thank the 19 for not murdering him here, because the 19 goes through the car. He gets really lucky here that he doesn't get. He probably got an X, but he doesn't get any contact or damage. So he loops it, saving Scott. Very lucky. We're going green. And what is happening here? What is this? Alright. You only have one gear, and you can't get out of that gear. He just hits the brakes? There was definitely a big dip in the nose there. That was odd. What is this line? I can tell you that didn't work out. And then that's the high ping that I was talking about with Pablo. And then into the wall. And into the other wall. And luckily this was on the last lap, so the race didn't get ruined up front. And then Josh, who did not need to give this spot back. I mean, I'm guessing he did that because of all the drama with the whole running through grass, but whole different thing. He's lucky he survived and didn't hook it and kill me as well, so very unnecessary to give that back. Let's take a look at results. And we gained 45 I rating, we gained 0.05 safety rating, 0 incidents, and a P3 that I was not expecting. So we got really lucky on that move, getting to the high side and getting past 2 cars. So, and then we should have finished 4th. I can't forget about that. Like, Josh had us beat, so we should have been 4th. But is what it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.